Well, welcome to another edition of the Florida Hockey Now Panther Postgame. I'm George Richards.
I'm Jessica Blaylock.
I was going to introduce her. She wouldn't let me do it. Florida Panthers come up short tonight here in Tampa. 3-2 overtime loss. Jess has a bus to catch and a plane to Fort Lauderdale. I have a car to catch later. Jess, real quick, what were your takes on the Panthers tonight?
Yeah, I think that overall they played a really strong game. I mean, you look at that second period, obviously the two goals within about 35 seconds of each other to tie up this game. And when you get two past Andrei Vasilevsky, that's a pretty good day. And then I think that momentum really did carry over into the third period. The Panthers did not allow a shot on goal by the Lightning in the first, I think, 8-9 minutes of the third period. And I think you can tell these are two teams that just know each other so well by now, and I think that's really why it had more of a defensive-minded feel to it, especially early on. But, always frustrating for a team when they can't get that second point, and especially these last two games, you feel like the Panthers are so close to breaking through, getting back into the win column, and then, of course, fall in the shootout the other night, and then fall in overtime tonight, and just a tough way to lose it, obviously, especially considering Sergei Bobrovsky was again
terrific again
unbelievable in this game. But Braden Point on a breakaway, it's tough to stop that. So
I know during the game you're not on social media. I am. People are like, "Oh my gosh, the team's up 4 in a row."
And think about this. I know 4 in a row. I know that's frustrating. But they're still one of the top teams in the NHL as far as points. I was looking at some of the stats earlier. They're one of only 2 teams in the entire Atlantic Division that have, or at least coming into this game, had a positive goal differential at +16. Buffalo was the only other one, by the way, at +1. I'm sure that's changed a little bit after tonight, but still, just like Alexander Barkov said, teams are going to go through stretches where they're going to drop a couple in a row. Every team is going to go through that. And the good thing is the Panthers have bought themselves enough points in the bank early on to where going through a stretch like this does not crush them. And I think that's the most important thing to keep in mind. Panthers have an awesome record at home. I think they have not lost a game at FLA Live Arena yet. So now they are coming back home, and I think good things are to come.
Yeah, we're not all sunshine and rainbow. Listen, we asked Andrew Burnett today about the team's confidence. It looks like that's not a problem. Hey, listen, they've gotten 2 points in their past 2 games. They're coming home. This wasn't the greatest of road trips, but it all started bad in New York, New Jersey, and then it was okay. Pittsburgh, you lose in overtime sometimes. You lose in a shootout sometimes. Right. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, is that this team is a really, really good team. I don't think they're lacking any confidence. They understand, just like I think Bruno said, it's ebbs and flow of a season. They look at how many games they won to start off the year. At some point, the scales were going to balance out a little bit.
Those are banked points, and those October points count just as much in March and April. Yeah. So I know you've got to catch up.
I got to run.
You got to go. You're jetting. Enjoy Fort Lauderdale there in an hour. I got the 3.5-hour drive.
Well, thank you so much for having me on.
Jessica Blaylock, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, anywho, as you can hear, it sounds like a construction zone in here. The Panthers are packing up, getting out of here, back to Fort Lauderdale, which I will be tomorrow. So the Florida Panthers tonight, just really quick. I don't have the stat sheet in front of me. We didn't get any printouts. Florida Panthers go down 2-0 midway through the second period. They were trading, shot for shot. There was only like 11 combined shots in the first period. Very defensive game. Both teams struggling to keep the puck in possession. But I thought the Panthers, in the first period, despite being down 1-0, controlled the pace of the game, which is something that they wanted to do. Then came the second period. First period goal was a power play goal for Tampa Bay, something they'd struggled on here at home. They were 2 for 22 on the power play on home ice coming into this. Now they're 3 for 23. Florida Panthers 0 for 1 on the power play, so they end up going 0 for 9 on this road trip, but that wasn't a factor. They only had the 1 power play chance. Down 2-0, the Florida Panthers scored twice within 36 seconds, something of that nature. and they were able to tie the game. Both times shots went off somebody or a stick or something. So Andrei Vasilevskiy for the Tampa Bay Lightning, terrific as always. There's a reason why this is the best goalie in the National Hockey League. And tonight, Sergei Bobrovsky, still the only active goalie in the league with 2 Vezina trophies. We thought last year that Vasilevskiy was going to do that, was going to match him with number 2, and didn't. Bobrovsky was terrific. Again, this is his second loss of the season, both in overtime or a shootout. He lost the other night in Pittsburgh. So Sergei Bobrovsky is 6-0-2. Sasha Barkov, we're going to have video of him tonight. We're also going to have Andrew Burnett and Eetu Lesterainen. Lesterainen gets another goal. Terrific start to the season for him. I believe he blocked the Aaron Ekblad shot to get that in. Jonathan Huberdeau with a goal off of Ryan McDonough. So that's how the Florida Panthers score. In the overtime, it looked like a shootout. It was that 3-on-3, back and forth, Tampa Bay, Florida. One goalie makes a big save, the other goalie makes a big save. It was a very entertaining game. The Lightning win it in overtime on a breakaway shot. Those things happen. And Florida Panthers come back Tuesday night, FLA Arena, as you heard from Jess. They play the New York Islanders, the old pals, the New York Islanders, a team Florida has not seen since the 2020 Toronto bubble when the Islanders knocked Florida out in 4 games. So that'll do it for me. Don't forget, subscribe here to the YouTube channel. We're going to do some of these live down the road. Don't forget to visit FloridaHockeynow.com. The game story is up. We're going to have a story tomorrow about this team facing some resilience here with the 4 straight losses. Again, how do they handle it? How do they come back out of this? I think what we've seen so far, nothing much to worry about. But check out FloridaHockeynow.com today, tomorrow, and for your Florida Panther coverage every single day. We're there. So I'm George Richards. Thanks for visiting. See you Tuesday from FLA Live Arena for the Panthers postgame, for the FloridaHockeynow.com morning skate. We'll see you then from sunrise. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks. Bye-bye.